Okay, today we're going to be going over domain and range of exponential functions. So domain is going to be your x values, which is box, box, x, box, box, left to right. Now, you have y values, your range, which is box, box, y, box, box, and that's low to high. You have your asymptote. And remember, your asymptote is the line that goes left and right, and it's going to be a y equals number, asymptote. And we can never touch that line, okay? So, when we think about a solid point, you are thinking about the symbol with the line on it, which means equal to. If it means equal to, it also means it touches, okay? The open point gets the one without the line, and it's going to be no touching. This is going to be super important later on. And if you have two arrows, remember it's all real numbers. So looking at these two graphs, we have the domain is all real numbers, which is two arrows. And then domain all real numbers. You have two arrows going all the way to the left, all the way to the right, all the way to the left, all the way to the right. Now when we talk about range, you have y greater than 2. Our lowest number right here is 2. So you have y greater than or equal to 2 because it's going up. Now here you have y greater than 2. There's no equal. These two symbols are different. So right here is my asymptote. If you can find the asymptote, y equals 2 is our asymptote, you can find the range. So y greater than, because you can't touch this. No touch. Like open point. Okay? Then we're going up greater than 2. So let's try some examples. You have, what is the domain of the function below? My important word is domain. Domain is my x values. I have an arrow pointing this way to the left, and I have an arrow pointing this way to the right. If I have two arrows, if we're using this, if I have two arrows, my answer should be all real numbers. So, all real numbers. That means my answer should be D. Now, when I look at number 2, it says, what is the range of the graph given below? I know my important word is range. Range is y values. Box, box, y, box, box. Low to high. Now, when I know it's y, I need to go eliminate some answers real quick. I have A has y, so that's good. B has x, so that's bad. C has y, so that's good. D has x, so that's bad. Now, when I look at this, I want my lowest number, which is maybe like 0.5, and that's an open point. So we get the symbol. I have 0.5, the symbol with the line, 0.5, the symbol without the line. I know this is open, so it's without the line. So my answer should be C. Now, our first step is draw the asymptote. On these, we're going to draw our asymptote, y equals 0. Now, our domain, if we have an arrow to the left and an arrow to the right, our domain is all real numbers. Now, my asymptote is y equals 0. This is what we're going to use to write the range. We're going to write exactly the same y, 0, but instead, we're going to change the symbol from an equal sign to this symbol. Every time. Every time. Okay? So let's try it one more time. We're going to do domain. Domain is my two arrows, left, right, all real numbers. Then I have my asymptote, y equals, and it's going to be 0 again, 0. And my graph is pointing up, so y greater than 0. Same thing, okay? So this is the same as the asymptote. The only thing changing is this equal sign to a greater than sign. So let's look at some real-world life situations. The population of Center City is modeled by the exponential function f, where x is the number of years after the year 2015. The graph of f is shown on the grid. Which inequality best represents the range of f in the situation? My important word is range. Range. And that means y value. So when I'm looking at my answers, I need to see which one has y. So it's not going to be A. B is apparently not there, so not B. C is not there, so my only option is not D. That's incorrect. So we are going to add another example, okay, or another answer choice. Y greater than or equal to 25, 0, 1, 2, 3. So I have y, so I know I'm going to eliminate A and C. When I look at my y, I know I'm going to 250,000, and I have an arrow. So I have box, box, y, box, box. So my lowest number is 250,000, and then my highest number is an arrow. So in my answer, I can only have y and a number. That means this one is wrong, so my answer would be B. Now we're going to do the last example. The graph below shows a function representing the population of mice, y, in a growing town over a number of years, x. What inequality represents the range of the population of mice in this situation? So my range is always going to be y, or box, box, y, box, box. And I know looking at the answer choices, I'm going to delete C. So if I look, I have low to high. It's easier for me to find the high number, which is 25,000, so I'm going to put that in my high box. Now, when I'm looking at the low number, I see an arrow, but I also know there's an asymptote at y equals 0. So I want to use this 0 in my low box. So I have 0 and 25,000. Now I know that this right here is a solid point. So you get the solid symbol. So that means B would be my correct answer because right here it's the same. Okay? Make sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day.